That makes no sense whatsoever. Okay. All right. Let's clean up. You know what it is? The cheese. That's what that is. I tasted that. And the cheese I use is this particular Parmesan. Because it's certainly not cream cheese. I can taste the cream cheese a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit more butter to go on it. But you know what I'm gonna do with that? I'm gonna put a little. Next time when I have to brush that and put a little deal in that butter. So I get a little deal on that. I got a sink full of dishes here, even though we didn't use a lot. All right, let's talk about dessert. Let's talk about dessert while we talk again about Marietta News Theater on the Square. Several things, guys. I can't wait because I'm so excited to be back blogging. And I'm so excited about a couple of the media partnerships that I have coming up. And there's going to be a lot going on in Atlanta. So please make sure you follow me because I don't want you to see me to go live somewhere and you're not there. I want you to be able to jump in that shot. I want you to be able to enjoy some of these things. And for those of you that, of course, that follow from around the country, you'll be able to watch it as well and have a good time with us as well. Oh, we got a coupon, say 55 cents. All right, so as you saw me earlier talk about the fact that I wanted to do something, and even hanging these bananas here, they kind of, hopefully they're ripe enough, I don't know. So on the juicing side, we are doing, I'm dropping in a couple of bananas. I'm going to try and make a quick pudding. It's a chocolate pudding. If you didn't know what was, if I didn't tell you what was in it, you would not believe it. And there are places around the city that have this on the menu, and it is not cheap at all because it is filled with a couple of really good things. You have probably had it. You've probably eaten it. Don't know it. You probably saw somebody else eating it and like, oh, give me some. Let me taste that. And then you taste it and you're like, it's a hint of something. What did I tell you about the juicing and the smoothies? I said it uses all of your senses. What you see is not what you taste. It's certainly not what you smell. So be open-minded to what we're going to do here. What you're going to see go in this cup and what you're going to see come out of the cup is what is going to amaze you. I was paying dearly for this. Not only was I paying dearly for it, I was driving a long way to get it. And it was at a time when I was losing some really good weight, okay? Where's my bag at? I was losing some really good weight, and I was like, dang. And I was eating something that was really wholesome. I'm trying to debate if I need more banana. And this is a really good, healthy avocado, guys. I'm telling you, man. And of course, you know, I get all my fruits and vegetables thanks to Marietta's New Theater in the Square. Thank you guys for leveraging the opportunity to serve you with the opportunity to serve my people that love watching. So we're doing a dessert on the stove. We've already made our fresh batch of lemonade. We have on the stove some quinoa that we decided to cook for the first time. All we had to do with the quinoa was just add some butter and some broth and let that soak up the liquid pretty much. So we had that on the stove while we were experimenting with that. Now I'm going to make my dessert, which I'm going to go ahead and go with all of my avocado because okay, how did none of that go into the cup? None, not an ounce of it. Maybe that was like, no, you don't need all of me. You don't need all of me. Consistency is going to come from the creaminess is going to come from the avocado. The consistency is going to come from the banana. The sweetness is going to come from some honey. And what we're going to see, the chocolateness, is going to come from the chocolate powder. And what I don't know about cocoa, so what I'm going to do is see if I can just kind of get a consensus of how much cocoa people are adding per the avocado. Some were adding a half avocado, some were adding a whole avocado, some were adding 1 or 2 bananas. I had a small banana. I just don't like a lot of banana, but let me see here. Avocado. Banana. Pudding. Some were adding dates. I saw one recipe. Well, the recipe of the place that I was getting mine, just by looking at the ingredients, was avocado, banana, and dates. Those 3 things with the cocoa powder. And then there were some where they go more heavier on the dates than they do on the cocoa powder, depending on the consistency. I think on the more mousse like recipes, there were more dates, more pudding-like recipe, there were more, like this one says 1.5 banana, 1 avocado, 1/4 cup. Most of them did call for 1/4 cup, and they varied as to whether or not to use honey. Some went with maple syrup and then vanilla extract, and then of course cinnamon. I don't care for cinnamon, but I am going to put a couple drops of vanilla. I'm thinking about, I'll come back with some vanilla if I have some vanilla left in here. I got a couple of drops of vanilla if the honey doesn't do it for me. So basically, most of the recipes were calling for 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder to 1 avocado and then varying on the banana. Now I did 1 banana in there, so I'll do the 1.5. Let's see what that gets me. Let me see if we can get that back on there. Only because I'm using small bananas and they're not really ripe. This one looks a little bit better in the ripeness. We'll play around with it. And then on the honey, this one is going with maple syrup, going with just teaspoons of syrup. And so I'm going to do the same thing on there. But again, it's to taste. So alrighty, so we're gonna go about a tablespoon and a half of honey. And I didn't measure. All right, but I want to go ahead and get a base of this going, and then once I taste it, where's my chocolate? Oh, once I taste it, I will then know how to come back with it. There's that chocolate smell. What I said, 1/4 of a cup, 1/4 cup. Cocoa powder. That's a lot of chocolate. And again, to have this stuff in your kitchen. Okay, so again, like I said, if I didn't tell you what was in it, you wouldn't know what was in it. And anything in juicing, for those of you that are trying to experiment with raw and vegan and all those kind of things, you know, what you see is not what you taste. What you smell is not what you taste. You have to use all of your senses, and you have to use your taster. So we're going to go in there with a 1/4 of a cup of chocolate. So can you imagine? I mean, think about it. And I said I was going to hit mine off with a little bit of almond milk. And as I said, all of the recipes we're doing all kinds of things to it. I just want a little bit of that almond flavor in there. I'm just gonna go with just a tad bit of it, y'all, not a lot. Only because I want that creaminess to pull the chocolate to give me more of a kind of a mousse flavor. No, I mean a creamy pudding flavor. So I could have gone with some cream. I could have gone with the nuts and all that kind of stuff. Alrighty, so now we're going to, I need my top there. Now, and for this right here, you can't complain about the kids wanting that. It's like, Mom, can I have some chocolate pudding? Yeah. Who says that? And you know what? You want to get kids to eat it. Fix it for yourself. Use some. Get a nice drizzle on there, a little bit of banana on there. Go sit down and eat. And they'll come like eat your whole bowl. Don't even tell them, right? What is that? It's got exotoxins in it. So don't even tell them. Let them think it's a mom thing. Y'all look at this. Look at this kitchen. Where do we get this kitchen from? With all this stuff. Can y'all see that in the shot there? Okay, here we go. Let's give it a little shake up. And again, we are using our NutriBullet. We are using all cooled, no heated items in our NutriBullet. We're going to stand back and be safe. Giving it a couple of shakes because of the ingredients. What we doing with the quinoa? Quinoa is done. The quinoa is basically... Quinoa is done. It's just over here. I need to turn it off though. I know that much. Glad you mentioned that. I need to, but it's just basically going to be a side. It already had. This is Let me bring it over for you guys. They at the vegetable store, Jason. It's a pilaf. They already had it all mixed up. All I had to do was to just cook it in some broth and some butter. They had a variety at the vegetable store with these bins in all the rices, grains. They had wild rice, they had the quinoa, they had quinoa, they had it in all these different, they had it in all these different varieties. And it was dry, you dry, they had like wild rice, they had it plain, and then they had it in all these different versions, if that makes sense. That does feel kind of warm right there. Let me stir this up a little bit, guys, because I think our banana, look at that though, look at that. See what I'm saying? Just go ahead and make it. I'm gonna just get it stirred up. Look like the bottom part down there. I got something, big old piece of banana. All right, I'm gonna get a little taste. Oh my God. Like I said, if I didn't tell you what was in it, you wouldn't know. You just eat it. I'm going to add a little bit of shot of the vanilla. At this point, I think it will need the vanilla. So I'm going to add a shot of vanilla and maybe a dash to a honey. Let's do the vanilla. We won't do the honey. So I'm going to add just a dot of the shot of vanilla in there. And then we're going to go ahead and get that, let that go and finish whipping up. And then, of course, that's it. Who says that chocolate pudding has to be anything else? You can see the deepness of the chocolate. I still feel like I need to stir it because I'm looking at the fact that see the variance in the colors there. If you want to see the inside there, look at that, right? And it smells good. If you love avocado, you're going to love it. If you love bananas, you're going to love it. But guess what? Again, anything on the smoothie juicing side, you've got to use all of your senses. And then the thing about it is, put it in the fridge, let it get real nice and chill. I'm trying to mix all of this in. That's on the sides here, y'all. Let it get nice and cold. Nobody's gonna know. They'll just see Mom eating some chocolate pudding and be like, "Can I have some, Mommy? Can I have some of your pudding?" Nope. Oh my God, it's good. I'd go in a little bit more honey, just cause why not? You know how they do, Mommy. Can we have some of your pudding? Don't touch my pudding. But then you be like, go ahead, have some pudding, and then they're gonna eat it. They be like, what is we eating? They don't know. All right. everything is done. I told you. Hold on, let me get my smoke detector off of this paper. I know, I'm like, I always forget to tear that extra piece of paper off. All right, this is supposed to go about 20 minutes. And that's, how long did we do the pudding? About 10 minutes. So I'm going to brush, I'm going to take it off this paper. I'm going to brush it. And I want to cook my salmon. Oh my God, that looks good. Hold on. I need somewhere to put this. No way. And the funny part about it is, it looks like a little, because of that tail, it looks like a little bit. Let me get this out the way so we can pull it over here. I got a mess going on, guys. I always forget when I take that parchment paper out of the oven, I need to get that smoke detector ready. I didn't get a chance to do my dishes while we were going through this. But OMG, this is going to be good. I'm going to do a lot of cleaning on this today. Goodness gracious. We just made a dinner and a dessert. Now, I want my salmon to cook a little bit more. And that's why I was thinking to cook the salmon a little bit before I put it in there. Although I know with the Wellington, I know salmon, you can eat it in all these different forms. That ain't how I eat my salmon. Let me clean this up right quick and I'm going to bring it over. I always forget on that parchment paper to watch that smoke detector because it will set it off every time. All right. All right. I want this to go again. Because, see, I keep getting all my goodness down here at the top of this. Oh, my God. That looks so good. Y'all, that's good. Okay. We got to get that cooled. We got to get that chilled. And look at that. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that Instagram? Instagram, y'all getting ready to jump off like just in time. And then I will restart you guys so you can see when I cut this salmon. Look at that chocolate pudding. Like I said, if I didn't tell you what was in it, you wouldn't know. And just so you know, it is really good. There is just a little aftertaste of the avocado. There is the little aftertaste of the avocado. But when you put it in the fridge and you let it get nice and chill, I mean really cold, it's going to be good. And it's a good, healthy snack. The consistency on it is so freaking perfect. The consistency, that's the lightness of it is so freaking perfect. I'm going to put that in the fridge, let that chill. That's insane. That is an insane chocolate pudding.